Finding hidden treasures is the stuff of movies, or at least seasoned professionals. While some could spend years upon years looking for treasure and never find it, others stumble upon it, not even looking for anything. But no matter how people find treasure, when they do, it pays off big time, literally. Here's the most expensive treasure troves ever found. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to get notified when a new video comes out, don't forget to turn on the notification bell as well. St. Albans Hoard. When Westley Carrington set off on his first metal detecting outing in 2012, he probably wasn't expecting to find $130,000 of Roman golden coins. But that's exactly what happened. In fact, he found 159 gold coins minted from the late 4th century. The names and faces of 5 Roman emperors are imprinted on the coins: Gratian, Valentinian, Theodosius, Arcadius, and Honorius. While some of them are from France, Germany, and Greece, most of them are from Milan and Raven, which are towns in Italy. Historians believe that the coins were minted between 404 and 408 AD, and due to the little amount of damage they have, they think they were buried shortly after. The Cuerdale Hoard. This trove is the largest hoard of Viking treasure to be discovered so far, and is worth $3.2 million. It has over 8,000 silver coins and pieces of bullion in it. The bullion alone weighs over 80 pounds and contains many ingots, jewellery and broken artefacts. And while the treasure itself is extravagant, the discovery was anything but. The Cuerdale Hoard was found by workers repairing the south embankment of the River Ribble. Imagine how they felt when their shovels hit the lead treasure chest. The treasure itself was buried between 905 and 910 AD, after the Vikings had been kicked out of Dublin. The area where it was buried, Ribble Valley, was an important route for the Vikings. They used it to travel between the Irish Sea and the city of York. But the coins found in the hoard came from all over the world, so the Vikings were definitely well travelled. The Staffordshire Hoard. Because this hoard is made up of over 4,000 broken fragments of treasure, it may not look like much, but that's why you should never judge a book by its cover or a treasure by its appearance. The treasure is worth a whopping $4.1 million and is the largest Anglo-Saxon collection of gold and silver to ever be found. Most of the treasure are pieces of weaponry dated from 600 to 650 AD, making historians believe the treasure belonged to ancient elite warriors. However, 1/3 of the fragments came from one single item: a helmet. This helmet is one of 5 Anglo-Saxon helmets to be discovered, and is so finely decorated it is thought to have belonged to a very important historical figure. Due to damage and missing pieces, the helmet will never be fully reconstructed, which is unfortunate because we were hoping to try it on. The Hawksmoor Hoard. The Hawksmoor Hoard is the largest cache of late Roman gold coins to be found as of yet, and it's definitely not a hoax. It has 7.7 pounds of gold and 52.4 pounds of silver, adding up to $4.3 million. The coins date back to the early 5th century and were most likely buried at the end of the Roman occupation of Britain. The treasure was discovered by a retired gardener looking for his friend's lost hammer, which probably cost $10. So, instead of the hammer, he found almost 15,000 Roman coins. He got paid the $4.3 million and split it with his friend. We wonder how many hammers they bought with all that money. The Saddleridge Hoard. Imagine going on a walk with your significant other and coming across an old tin can poking up in the sand. When you go over to pick it up and look at it, you find 1,411 gold coins worth $10 million. Seems unlikely, right? Not for this California couple. They found the treasure while enjoying an evening stroll on the beach. They discovered the largest lost treasure in US history to date, and all the coins are in excellent condition. At face value, they're only worth $28,000, and while still a lot, it's not exactly a 6-figure number. They were buried in the late 19th century, and while most of the coins were minted in 1854 San Francisco, some were from earlier in Georgia. The exact reason behind why they were buried is unknown, and the person who buried them is also lost in history. The Catalane Hoard. This massive treasure trove of over 68,000 coins was discovered by someone actually looking for it. Reg Mead and Richard Miles spent 30 years searching a farm on the British island of Jersey for this treasure, and while they didn't know what they were going to find, they knew they would find something. The Catalane Hoard is 6 times larger than other Celtic hoards, and is worth around $13 million. And if you think finding that many coins took a long time, wait till you figure out how long it took them to sort through everything. 3 years! That's 2 years too many for us, but for history junkies, it was well worth it. The hoard is thought to be buried between 30 to 50 BC by French Celts as they fled from Roman invasions. The Schroeder Treasure. Le Catalane at $13 million to Schroeder Treasure at $120 million is a big leap, and it seems like there should be some other treasure troves in there, but no, straight to the 100 millions we go. The Schroeder Treasure was found in 1985 in Śląska, Poland, in a building that was being demolished. The crown glory of this trove is, in fact, a crown. The crown belonged to King Charles IV's wife, Blanche of Valois, but he pawned it off, along with other valuables, to fund his support as King of the Romans. What a nice husband. Unfortunately, most of the treasure was lost to looting and plundering, but if that's the case, and it's still worth $120 million, we wonder how much the full trove would go for on eBay. Caesarea sunken treasure. 2 divers found this treasure off the coast of Caesarea, Israel. The sunken ship, believed to have been caught in a storm and smashed against a sea of wall and rocks, was carrying a bunch of metal figurines and artefacts to be melted down and recycled. So while it only contained 45 pounds of coins, the real treasure came from statues, candlesticks, and other metal objects. The great thing about this, though, is that the sand preserved everything, and so all the treasure looks only a few hundred years old, not 1,600. And if you're wondering how much it's worth, the answer is no. By that, we mean it's priceless. The Agai rushdy treasure. This treasure is priceless as well, and that's probably because it contains the best-known surviving artifacts of Thracian culture. The treasure was found on the grounds of a ceramic factory near Agai rushdy, Bulgaria, by 3 brothers looking for clay bricks in the dirt. The artifacts in this trove are from the 3rd and 4th century BC and were probably used by Sooths III of Thracian as a royal ceremonial set. The pieces of treasure found are decorated with myths, costumes, and the lives of Thracian people. The treasures are made from 24-karat gold, and all the gold added together weighs 6.2 kilograms. Tryon gold. This gold was uncovered in the Tilia Tepe of Afghanistan in the tombs of 6 rich nomads. There were 21,000 pieces found that date back to the 1st century BC, including things like necklaces, medallions, belts, and coins. Coins and artifacts from all over the world were found in the tombs, and that fact proves that there were a lot of cultural influences in the area at the time. The treasure is, once again, priceless. The Tryon gold was thought to be lost in the 1990s, but in reality, Mohammed Najubilon, the leader at the time, moved it to an underground vault. It was taken out and put on display again in 2003, so you can go and see it if you want. Who knew treasures could be worth so much? Do you think these troves are worth that much? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. And don't forget to check out our other fun and interesting videos. See you in the next one!